Kat chilled to the bone in EastEnders as she makes discovery about Tommy. Kat Moon has made a chilling discovery about son Tommy in EastEnders. As viewers of the BBC One soap have seen, the youngster has become entwined in a dangerous friendship with newcomer Joel Marshall. He'd arrived from Australia earlier in the year alongside Dad Ross and Ross's partner Vicky Fowler, bringing with them a ton of baggage, and not in the literal sense. It soon transpired that Joel had upskirted a pupil in his class, and her family had ordered him to leave the country in exchange for their silence. They'd also accepted a hefty $50,000 sum. The teen showed no signs of changing, recording himself sleeping with Avani Nandrahat and introducing Tommy to pornography. More recently, Joel showed his new mate videos from an influencer who spoke about women in a derogatory manner. Tommy was clearly spooked by the words, and with Kat and Alfie uncovering sexually explicit videos on the family laptop, he knew that it was time to refrain from hanging around with Joel. In yesterday's episode, he purposely skipped school so that they wouldn't have to bump into one another, feigning an illness. He was stunned to see Joel arrive under the pretense of being his study partner. Kat went out to work, and the lad soon began watching dodgy videos again. Joel then branded his mum a slapper and said he'd always been made to feel unwanted, especially down under where his new schoolmates had mocked his British accent. Tommy told him that not everyone was like that, prompting Joel to want to explore more of London. However, when the lads were on the tube home, he exacted yet another sex offence on a fellow passenger. In tonight's instalment, Tommy rushed home and didn't want to open up to Kat about what had happened. She encouraged him to open up. But after making a disparaging comment about a woman's place being in the kitchen, she began to wonder if something more sinister was at play. When she asked about Joel, Tommy stayed silent. It became obvious by his silence that her worst fears had been confirmed. However, when she reached out to husband Alfie for help, he was nowhere to be found. Tommy used a tracker on his dad's phone to find him, and Kat raced over. What she didn't realise was that inside the flat, she was her estranged daughter Zoe.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của EastEnders Bombshell TV. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn.